So we talked about time the other day, and we've talked about time quite a bit. Are you ever over-optimistic when it comes to times in your sessions, Svenari?
It's just a dead silly question because aren't every facilitator? Well, I find myself more often than I want to admit that I'm a time optimist, and I try to put too much stuff into one session.
And you can still do all the right stuff. You can sit there with a timeline, work out how many people you've got, how long they'll need to feedback, how complicated that is, and draw it out, and still end a session. And then there's also the thing that sessions are coming shorter and shorter and shorter. What used to be a 1-day away day, oh, come back those days, is now a 90-minute Zoom call,
Yes, I agree. So what do we do about this? What to do? And if people are busy in the calendars, and you need more time, I'm not ashamed to say that sometimes if I sniff out that this could be a situation, I have a safety net. So I plan for the session, let's say 2 hours, and on the coming Friday, I have another session booked in just to say, in case we need it.
Isn't that just admitting that you can't get time right, Svenari?
But it's also true. But it's also true. They're dealing with people, so sometimes that happens, and it's very hard to get that time slot into people's calendars. Sometimes nearly too impossible.
I suppose it's okay to have a safety net. I guess sometimes we fall over and scrape our knees. It's okay to have sticking plasters.
Yes.
So it's okay to plan for that extra time. Yeah, I think one that's interesting there is another takeaway I'd suggest, which is you listen to your instinct. And it will be listening about the complexity of the matter, the complexity of the group, the challenge that might be involved, that will make you think, let's book some extra time here. And I suppose you could have that conversation with the group.
Yeah. Yes, obviously, before the session. I mean, but mostly I don't have that safety net, but still be mindful of that. And sometimes it's okay, but I agree, listen to your instinct here.
My final thought would be what I observe some lovely facilitators doing as time gets closer. They step up into a more general area of discussion and identify how that generality can be taken forward later. So rather than supporting a group to follow the minutiae or go all the detail planning, say, given time, what's the general principle? What's our commission? Who will then work on behalf of us to fulfill that? I mean, maybe that's not ideal, but that's another way I think of stepping to finish on time, which, by the way, I think is Svenari. Yeah?